Breaking. U.S. moves against Russian oil giant firms and India's biggest private refiner is rethinking its supply chain. Let's dive in. On October 23, 2025, the U.S. sanctioned Rosneft and Lukoil, two of Russia's largest oil producers, accusing them of funding Moscow's war machine. These firms together export more than 3 million barrels of crude oil per day. Why this matters for India? India became a massive buyer of Russian crude after the Ukraine conflict, taking advantage of steep discounts. Now, Reliance Industries, RU, India's largest private refiner, directly had a long-term deal with Rosneft to import up to the 500,000 barrels per day. Because Rosneft is now under U.S. sanctions, Reliance is reported to halt or recalibrate its Russian crude imports under that deal. Meanwhile, India's state-run refiners, PSUs, may continue buying Russian crude, but indirectly, through intermediary traders who are not yet sanctioned. So, what are the impacts? Reliance faces a sourcing challenge. It relied heavily on Russian barrels for one of its refineries. State refiners may avoid direct sanctions risk but still face payment, banking and compliance headaches. Global oil prices reacted. Benchmarks rose 25% after the sanctions, on worries about supply disruptions. For you and me, fuel supply in India, while immediate disruptions are unlikely, over time crude cost may settle higher if cheaper Russian barrels shrink. Trade diplomacy, India is balancing its energy needs, relations with Russia, and keeping favorable trade access with the US. For companies, banking and trade chains are under renewed scrutiny. Sourcing via sanctioned entities is risky. Bottom line, the U.S. sanctions on Rosneft and Lukoil are prompting a recalibration of Russian oil imports by Reliance and Indian refiners. The ripple effects could affect crude sourcing, refining margins and fuel supply costs. Stay tuned as the story develops. This one isn't over yet. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more quick takes on energy and geopolitics.